Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Doug here, and we're checking out the newly released Destiny. It's about a week old at the point of this video. I know I just time dated it, but whatever. People will be playing it for years from now, I'm sure. But anyway, we're going to figure out how to quickly farm Spirit Bloom. And well, you're saying, why would I want Spirit Bloom? It's because, well, for one, it upgrades most of your, or some of your legendary and exotic weapons. Depends. Sometimes they use spin metal, sometimes they use relic iron, sometimes they used the helium filaments from the moon. So it depends. But anyway, I found the best spot. Well, you have to go to Venus, but the best place to do it is Venus Patrol or Explore, depending on which if you play the beta or they changed it for some reason, so whatever. Anyway, we're here at the start. We're gonna go left, and we got our good buddy Gixxer Rider helping us out here. He's a longtime HTG fan, and he was nice enough to show us this nice farming method here. I tweaked it just a little bit because it needed a little tweaking. You know, whatever. It's cool. He knows it. And so yeah, I tweaked it a little bit, but it's basically his, so I have to give him credit for this. And you can get pretty fast Spirit Bloom just by running around in a circle around this area. And you see, we already saw one, but we're not going to get that till later. So right here on the right, there is a chest, usually in that cave. Right now, there is not. But we do see a Spirit Bloom right in front of us, so that is number 1. And there's another one right behind it, so that's number 2. And yeah, so we're going to continue up to the right here. We're going to ignore that public event for now. They spawn almost every half an hour on the dot, so it's pretty good. So here's our first chest, and we get house banners, a piece of armor, and Spirit Bloom. So that's our third Spirit Bloom. And we're only on cave number 2, so we're doing pretty good so far. Now, there is sometimes Spirit Bloom down here on the right. Right now, there is not. And there is sometimes a chest up there in the mountains, but there is not. And they won't be in this video, unfortunately. It did not pop up. I was hoping it would, and it didn't. But anyway, we're going to continue on the right here, and we're going to enter this cave, and we're going to grab the second chest, which will also have some more stuff. And I get 2 more Spirit Bloom, so that is number 5, and a gun and an armor. But we're level 26. We don't need that anymore, so we're going to dismantle that. Anyway, so we're going to continue on the right here, and we're going to enter this cave here, tucked away in the corner. And there is sometimes a chest in here as well. Right now, there is not. You'll see one in there later on. And so we're going to continue up the road. And we're going to hang another right. Oh, but there is a Spirit Bloom over here on the left, so we're going to grab that first. So that is number, what is that, number 5, 6? I don't know, I lost track already. I know we end up with 9, so I believe that's 6. There is sometimes a chest in here as well. You see me shooting at it. Alright, so once we exit that one, we're going to fly up, enter this one on the right here. And there's another chest in here as well. So that it should be number 7, I believe. I believe it's number 7. And we're going to jump off here, we turn around. Sometimes there is a chest in one of those 2 locations. You'll see a chest in there later on. And there is sometimes a chest in the corner there as well where I just aimed right next to that captain. So we're going to jump off and we're going to look for that little white sign there on the corner. And there is going to be a chest in here as well. And we're going to another one. So that is number 8. And that optional event is still going, or public event, I'm sorry, is still going on. So takes a pretty long time. I wonder if they completed it. I don't know. I did not. There is sometimes a Spirit Bloom in that tree over there. Right now there was not, and I don't believe there will be one in this video. And there is sometimes a chest in this cave as well. That is the 7th and final cave for the run. And I actually missed that one that I was shooting at before. I shot at it twice in the beginning of the video. I did not actually go get it. So that we had 9, but we should have had 10. So that's pretty good. It took about a total of 2-3 minutes tops to do the entire run. So not bad, or it should have been 10 in about 3 minutes. So we're gonna go all the way down, and we're not really sure where the cutoff point is, but we found that if you just go back to the spawn real quick, and if you go all the way back, I've sped this up quite significantly more now that we've seen the run. If you go all the way back and come back, everything usually spawns or respawns, not spawns. And there is some in that tree and in the corner there, as you saw in the last video. The chest is not in that cave again as well. Unfortunately, there is sometimes one in there. We'll see one of those later on. No chest in this cave again as well. So bad start, but it'll pick up, I promise. So there's no chest up there again, unfortunately. There's no Spirit Bloom down there in the corner. So we're just gonna keep going, and we're gonna take the first cave again. Or I'm sorry, that's actually the 3rd cave. Nothing in this one as well. So kind of a bad start, kind of a slow start. But you gotta stick with it because it picks up. This chest, I always miss this cave. It's kind of tucked away in the corner, but this time I finally get it. I did it really good for this video too. So we got 1 again, And there's not a Spirit Bloom over there again this time, but we do get the second one. So there's number 2, and I meleeed that dude right in the face because he was in my way and pissing me off. All right, another chest in here. So that's 3 chests in a row. And so we get the Spirit Bloom again. There is not a chest in either of these corners again. And you'll see me look at both of them and shoot at the one. There's not a chest in that corner either. I found those to be quite rare. I guess it's just random, but I had a little trouble finding those. But you'll see them later on. So there's not a Spirit Bloom in the tree again. Nothing in here. So we're only at 3 and we finished all the caves. So kind of a bad start, but we do see a Spirit Bloom here. So that's 1 right there. So we're at 4. And here comes the most hilarious thing you will ever see. And thank God this is sped up because I had the worst trouble trying to get these Spirit Blooms out of the tree. Like no matter what I did, I could not get them. And Gixxer just stands below it and gets it. I'm like, whatever, dude. That's not how we do it here at HTG. We're gonna stand in that tree and we're gonna get that Spirit Bloom. Yeah, we're gonna get it. There we go. So we finally get it, and we happen to get 2 from it. So we're back up to 6. And oh, missed that one. This one was just as bad. Like this wave, this round, it just wanted me to fail. It was like, no, we're gonna put these in here and we're gonna watch him just be awful at it. So I finally miss it again, and I finally get it. I think right here. So there we go. And I'm making another one. So that's 7. And you'll see that was where the chest location was that spawns in the mountain sometimes. So I wanted to show you guys just in case. And I got another 2 from there, so we do get 9. It took a little while for those to spawn for whatever reason. Maybe we just got there too quickly. Maybe we did something else. I don't know. But they spawned eventually, so we ended up with 9. So we should have had 10 the first time. Should have had 9 the second time. Pretty much the same time frame. About 2 to 3 minutes to finish the entire circle or round or wave, whatever you want to call it. So still not bad. So we've got about 19 in about, let's say, 5 minutes to make it. We'll do the average of the 2. So we'll do it again. So here we go. So right at the beginning, this was a really good wave. Like right at the beginning, we had 2 Spirit Blooms. And then we'll just head right back here and start the caves again. There was not a chest in the mountain again. Like I said, this did not spawn a chest in the mountains at all. But we do get a chest in the very first cave we enter. So pretty good. It was pretty diversified. I got really lucky. And I did this 5 waves. And luckily, I had a pretty good random selection of where the Spirit Blooms and chests spawned. So that was pretty good. And we do get 1 down here as well. It finally shows up for me. And we get another one for it. So that's already 4 right there for us. Alright, so we're going to continue on. We don't see any in the center this time, but we do later on. And, yeah, no chest in this one again. So, continue on. Oh, we're going to avoid that big group of dudes. We're just jumping over the rock there. And then we'll take the cave over here on the right, and we get another chest. And we get 2. The reason why I like this farming method better than some of the other ones is for 2 reasons. 3 reasons. A couple reasons, we'll just say. Another chest right there. One is that there's a lot of enemies, so it's a very good place to farm for gear. While you're doing this. So if you wanted to go and just kill enemies as well, it's a good place to just try to kill a bunch of enemies and get some drops. I was not killing very many enemies. I did plan out the run before we actually did it, and I got like a couple greens and a rare as we see another Spirit Bloom outside this cave. That's the first time we've seen that location. So it's pretty common. There's definitely some better legend or engram farming spots, but the first time we've seen a chest in that cave, I believe. But it's pretty good as well because they do spawn fairly quickly. This is also a very good spot to farm the fallen ultras or majors because there's a captain that spawns about every 2 to 3 minutes, and he's like always a yellow. And since he's only level 11, he's pretty easy to take out with like a full shotgun clip or like an assault rifle clip, depending on your weapon. And so yeah, I believe this farming method could also be done at any level. But honestly, this is after the story is complete, and I'm like level 26, like I said. So it might not be, but I'm pretty sure it's available at all times. And the reason why I didn't end it after the 3rd wave is because this wave was actually really terrible. For whatever reason, like a lot of stuff just did not spawn. So there will be a time or 2 where things do not spawn as frequently. You won't get as many. But just stick with it, and you'll get about 9 to 10 on average per thing, maybe even 11. And I really don't think 11 or 9 or even 10 or 11 is not bad for about 2 to 3 minutes. Because if you go outside, you're not gonna find as many. You're gonna have to go more. You have to go bigger distances without finding any. And I think overall you maybe get like 5 or 6 in the same time frame. But you will not get the chests, which is the second reason why I found this. Because in the main area in the city, to the right when you spawn, there's about 3 or 4 chests tops, if that. And I cannot always find them, and one of them's kind of in a funny spot. So you're usually only going to get about 2, if that. It may be 3. And this time, over here, you're looking at maybe 3, 4, 5 almost every single time. And the reason the chests are better is because the chests usually have other things with them, as we find a Spirit Bloom here for the first time. And there's not one in that tree again. The chests usually carry 2, or they'll carry armor or other stuff like house banners or codexes or axiomatic beads, or sometimes even rare ships, and Gixxer actually did this while we were doing it. He actually got 2 rare engrams from a chest. He got really lucky. And yeah, so he got 2 rare engrams just from opening the chest, and I did not. He also, while we were doing this run, got 12 Spirit Blooms out of 1. So you definitely want a lot of chests because they do give you some really good stuff. And I'm a little jealous. I did not get to show you guys in the video of one of those really good chests. But here we go. We're on our last run. And the third reason, which I've already mentioned, is the public events. They spawn almost exactly about 30 minutes apart, maybe 40, maybe 45. But they spawn fairly frequently. We were testing this out before the video, and we had about 3 spawn every about 25 to 40 minutes. So if you're looking for public events, this is a good place to farm them. I've seen like 3 different types too, so it's very diverse. It's not the same one every single time, and yeah, so definitely it's a very good spot to get a couple different things. You can get a lot of chests, a lot of Spirit Bloom, a lot of Glimmer too, because every single one of those chests you open to get like 40, and if you're getting 3 or 4 or 5 chests per run, you're getting like 250, 300 Glimmer, as we find one there for the first time, and it's a great place to farm for Spirit Bloom. So honestly, it's a really good spot. I'm glad Gixxer showed it to me because I was thinking of a different spot in mind, and that one was nowhere near as good as we find one outside the cave for the first time as well. And we get another chest too. So you see, you're just getting weapons, and you're just dismantling them for weapon parts, which is also good to upgrade your weapons later on. Because once you get the legendary guns and exotic weapons, you have to upgrade like 4 or 5 defensive upgrades, which cost about 16 different materials per thing. And so it gets a lot, because if you upgrade all 4, 16 times 4, you already got like what is that, 20 to, what is that, 80, I believe, 32, no, 64. How did I get, I don't know how I got 80, but it's 64. So you get 64 pieces, so you're gonna need a lot, and it's pretty crazy. So this is a pretty good run. I mean, you get 9 to 11 per thing. You only have to do about 5 runs, and you already got most of your stuff. Maybe you do 6, and you basically have everything you need as long as you had a really good 5 runs. So I mean, you might get more. We had one run before that we had about 15 Spirit Blooms in one run. So, and that's gonna do it though. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys found this useful. If you find a better spot to farm Spirit Bloom, then please let me know. I found that this was probably the easiest one, but I mean, hey, you might prefer something else. I don't know, because everybody likes different things. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you found it useful. And thanks to Gixxer Rider for pointing that out for us, and thanks for walking us around and pointing out all the Spirit Blooms that we might have missed. And yeah, so I'll appreciate that. And thanks to everyone that watches. We do try to play with our fans. We do get a little busy. We were trying to do the raid, so we're trying to get a good group together. We're trying to play with the same people. But we're gonna try to branch out and play with some of you guys, because I know some of you send me invites to play, and I'm sorry if I don't respond or if I don't play with you, but we're gonna try. So. But as always, make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Google Plus and Instagram and Twitch as well. Wow, we have too many things. But all right, well, thank you very much, and I will see you guys very soon.